sets the rules for professional soccer has approved a trial for the temporary ejection of players. The International Football Association Board has announced plans to experiment with sin bins. Much like penalty boxes in hockey, the proposed soccer sin bin would allow referees to temporarily punish players who commit fouls that are worse than yellow card worthy and not quite red card worthy. It remains unclear what leagues will be the first to trial these proposed sin bins, but IFAB has committed to trying them in 2024. Nico, I know you're not a big fan of this. Why? What don't you like about the sin bin? He can't even look at the camera.
He's so upset right now.
They're ruining football. They're ruining football. This is going to be called morning hockey the next time when sin bins. And I saw a report. I don't know how much validity it has. I was scrolling through Twitter, and honestly, I'm not giving the sin bins too much oxygen, my own oxygen. But I saw that MLS might be one of the first ones.
Oh, no.
And where am I looking at?
No.
Please, whoever's in charge at MLS, don't do this. Don't do this. This is really screwing with the integrity of our sport, of the nature of our sport. VAR has become now so invasive, and now we're doing sin bins where it's so subjective that now this is really will be you can have so much skepticism around how games are manipulated. Who's a ref to say if yeah, that was offensive, you're out for 10 minutes or a tackle? Like what's the difference between a red card and an orange card?
A sin bin is what the difference is, I guess. Look, from a player's perspective, though, what do you make of this? Because there are instances that we see where it's like, man, that was a really harsh red card. This would be a better alternative to playing down a player for the entirety of a match, although we don't know exactly how much time that would be.
Yeah, absolutely not. As a player, I mean, I don't foul a lot. I usually get fouled the most, so maybe, get them out for a little, punish them. But I don't agree with it at all because the player that is out, you can talk about this as well, is that you cannot take a break. Soccer is a game where you have to continue to play. You can't take time off. That risks injury when you're not running around constantly. Like, look at the players who have to warm up forever. Coming on as a sub is one of the hardest things. So when you take a player who is in the moment and then bring them out, you risk injury. And I think let's keep the old games, or the old rules, If it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's a red, you're out and your team has to deal with it. But having a player in a sin bin, absolutely not. I don't agree with that at all.
We're gonna pull up some exercise bikes in the sin bins. Like what? For what reason? What's the point? Why are you doing this? You get a yellow card for a bad foul. You do that twice, you're out the game. An egregious foul that endangers the safety of a player, whatever it is, red card, you're out. That's simple. This is our sport. To your point, Nico, you're now getting well across VAR. The intent for VAR was put into the game for good reason.
Right. We saw a glaring issue with football where IFAB decided, okay, let's trial this VAR because technology will bring good to football because there's a lot of moments missed by referees, and this will help referees.
So the intent for bringing in VAR was good. What is this for? This, for me, feels like it is solely appeasing fans that quite don't understand the game that well.
To make it more fun?
Why?
To make it like Piqué's Kings League? If you want to watch players get binned for a second and come back like hockey, there's a football that has that is widely popular on Twitch. Go watch that. And I don't blame you for it, where there's cards that the managers can pull, and suddenly it's 5v3 or immediate penalty kick, and it's fun, and it's dynamic, and they have an amazing product there. Keep that there. We have a football that we've loved for 100-something years, where the rules have been most likely the same over that entire time. The spirit of the game, they've evolved and progressed, but this is deliberately changing the dynamic of the sport.
And then if you get into this, the way that the sport is going to be played will completely change. Because now you're going to get into situations where you're going to be doing set plays. No, do not do this. Don't.
It's unanimous.
And to whose discretion? Because the referees have been so great with their discretion lately, right? Now we're going to give them more power to change the game to their will?
Yeah.
Lovely. Congratulations, IFAB. Jesus. No, I'm
We
getting
haven't even addressed any of the handballs that we saw yesterday in the box.
Nothing has been finalized.
I'm scared. I'm scared for football, to be honest. I really am.
Hit the
hope for the
mate,
best.
chill, bro.
Yes,
It's all
Find
good.
your happy place. Happy place.
I can't, I'm sorry.
Guess what? We're going to chat some Europa League. We're going to take a little break, breathe, sip your mate. We got some Europa League previews coming.